Hello, Collective. We are going to do a general reading. These are the decks we're going to use. This is the oil from Eva's Magical Wonders that I am wearing right now, called Gatekeeper's Guard. Because I just want to feel protected, man. I just want to feel like I'm blocking off all their fucking energy from my life. I'm just done. I'm just so done. Let's get these cards out. I don't even fucking care. Two of Earth, Eight of Water, Juggling, and Walking Away. Let's just get this going. Why not? Okay, Two of Fire. This particular deck, according to the maker of it, and you know, maybe they have some sort of leeway of how this deck should be read, but the maker of this deck, in a podcast I saw many years ago, said that they do not like taking reversals on this deck for whatever reason, but you know, I like things being positive occasionally, and often reversals make things super negative. Unity, Archangel Sandalphon, number 5. Is that the Hierophant? I gotta read this. Yes, it is the Hierophant in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. This is one of those decks where they change the names, and it kind of irks me every time. Because then my real lack of knowledge starts popping out. Alright, and then the High Priestess right next to the Hierophant. Listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. Two of Fire, you've come into your own, new partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. Two of Fire. Let me read more on that. I really like the part where it says you've come into your own. With the previous card, we were offered wonderful new opportunities. The Two of Fire indicates that we've taken action on the assistance that we were provided. Now the ball is rolling. Still, we're far from finished with our quest. In fact, we've really just begun. It may be time to make a new partnership with someone who can help us move our goals further along. New choices may be required of us, so we should think carefully or ask for the advice of those we trust. Our potential is unlimited. This card is card 24. When the Two of Fire shows up, it's likely that we'll be creating some wonderful new partnerships. In this case, some of our new helpers will be angelic in nature, so it's very important to keep our thoughts positive. We're in manifesting mode with this card, and our beliefs determine what we create. Heaven sends all the angels we need to dissipate negative energy and keep our intentions crystal clear. It reduces down to 6. There may be some concerns at this point regarding financial issues. We mustn't let our thoughts focus on worries regarding material concerns, but rather stay in the joy of what we are creating, with the confidence that the angels will provide us with what we need. Okay, so endless exuberance and enthusiasm for the task at hand. New ideas are considered exciting and change invigorating. Okay. The next thing I'm interested in is the Two of Earth, since it said that financial issues are a possible concern. The desire to create and be successful is multiplied. That's still in the Two of Fire. So we're going to the Two of Earth because that's Pentacles, and they're talking about financial matters. And if you don't know, Earth is about financial matters. So too much going on at once, the need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. A more playful approach, eh? All right. Oh, please, page. Okay. Attempting to do too much at once. If we're attempting a career change, then this card would suggest that we hold off making the move until the situation after our finances has become more certain or secure. If we're experiencing a lot of stress, then a more playful approach would be beneficial. It's a good idea to ask ascended masters like Jesus or Ganesh to help us remain positive and balanced in our lives whenever we feel we need it. A workaholic whose to-do list is simply more than anyone could successfully complete. All right, so I'll look further into that Eight of Water as well. The choice to go in another direction is fully our own. The decisions we make on our own can be challenging or even bring about great sadness, but that doesn't stop us from doing what is necessary in order to be who we know we're meant to be deep down. We're surrounded by angels. Listen to and follow the guidance our angels are providing us. We'll experience an abundance of emotional fulfillment due to the path we're choosing. Saturn in Pisces is a highly sensitive energy and can be very giving to others, almost too much, which can distract it from its own desires. There's something greater out there waiting. You're juggling too much. Is it career that you're juggling or people? Either way, you're walking away from it. The Eight of Water is speaking on overgiving. Overgiving to a community with this Hierophant card. New partnerships. Overgiving to something. Okay, but this is telling a story from left to right. So maybe you're overgiving in a situation beforehand with this Two of Fire, with this Eight of Water and this Two of Fire. You have set yourself apart from whatever that Two of Earth was, and now you're going into a spiritual path where you're seeking out mentors and like-minded friends. Yeah, you're moving away from this Two of Earth energy, which is, I'm viewing it as relationships, earthly relationships, which is basically just people. You're moving away from people that felt like they're too much for you. They're just too much. They're too much. Like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like, I'm fine without you, basically, is the energy. Which is sad. It's very sad. It really is the case that if people are making you feel overwhelmed, they don't serve a purpose in your life. They don't serve, the only purpose they serve in your life is what type of energy to walk away from with that Eight of Water. Strength. You had the strength to walk away. Crap. Great inner strength. Release harsh judgments. Forgiveness and compassion. Ugh. Oh boy, man. Okay, let's just keep going. The Dreamer. Be a fool. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities. That's that Eight of Water. It's right under the Eight of Water. Oh. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Haniel. Archangel Haniel, that person came up in a different deck on a different day. Knight of Water. Archangel Haniel is pretty cool, as far as I've read it before, and if I'm remembering it correctly. Knight of Water under the Two of Fire. So knights are moving cards, so you're moving slowly towards this new path of fire. You're moving slowly. Not too slow though, and you're making sure to hold in your emotions and to be aware of your emotions, more like emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. Yeah, so you're leaving, you had the strength to leave this fucked up Two of Earth energy, these people that made you feel like you're juggling too much with their energy. You have the strength to leave them with that Eight of Water and that Fool. The Eight of Water and the Fool's crazy. And now you're trying to emotionally, intelligently embark on a new path with this Ace of Air. That's the truth. That's really the truth. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. So you've made your way into a new community, because Hierophants are very much a community card. And then we have the High Priestess over King of Water. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. You got a lot of love in this new community. A lot of love. That's the truth, is there's just a lot of love in this community. You've experienced a horrible situation beforehand in the material plane, and now you are going towards the future and feeling the love. You're feeling a lot of love. We're done with this deck. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, I want to do the Damien Eccles first. I usually do this one last, but I want to do it right now for whatever reason. I was thinking of pulling 4 Damien Eccles cards. These also don't come in the reverse because I'm barely learning them. We got Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Uriel. This is an Archangel day. What was it? Was it 8 of Water that told us to trust our angels in the advice we give? Archangel of Malkuth, Archangel of Earth. Those both speak Earth to me. Direct communication with the divine source. Energetic strength for magical workings. Okay. I was originally going to pull 4. Is that still the case? I think so. I'm going to read more on these cards. Should I do that first? No, let's just... Ooh, love. Freaking love came out. Affection and caring, compassion for others. This new future you have. This new... This new feature you have is great, but it did come out in your past energy, this love. So although it was overwhelming to you, all of that, you walked away from it, but in love. Love for yourself, possibly. In order to love yourself, you need to no longer sacrifice yourself for others. That's the fucking truth. And rest. These are great cards. I like these cards. And into struggles, recharging your energy. So I need to read a bit more on those cards. But I'll do that later. Right? I'll do that later. I just wanted to touch these cards for a second. What would I read first? I guess it doesn't matter. 8 of Wands came out. 8 of Wands. Why does that really want to be in the center? 8 of Wands. It's really asking me to be in the center. Okay. You happy? 8 of Wands insisted on being in the center. Something fast moving towards you. So this 2 of Fire, this new journey that you're going into. It's moving fast. Knight of Water is moving in general. 8 of Wands kind of amplifies that movement energy. So I guess it's moving fast, but with love. And then you've got the Page of Rubies in the reverse and the 10 of Wands in the upright. To the right of 8 of Wands. 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands, Page of Rubies in reverse. So you weren't in a good financial spot beforehand, before this 2 of Fire. The lifestyle you were in before had you at a Page of Rubies in the reverse energy, had you at poverty. Very, very childish poverty. You had to walk away. 8 of Water. I gotta read into that love card and the rest card. So just as an FYI, the 8 of Water is the card that spoke on overgiving. And this love card right here is right over the 8 of Water. So overgiving and love. All right. Love expresses itself in many different forms. Happiness, compassion, service, generosity, and loyalty are all ways a person might experience the emotion of love. The word is often used to describe romantic attachments, which are a common challenge faced by everyone from time to time. Asking the universe for love can be a difficult undertaking because real love cannot be forced, it must be freely given. That's cool. In the Renaissance period, love spells were a common feature in magical grimoires, but they all involved an element of force, as though someone could be compelled against their will to fall in love with someone else. Instead of invoking Venus, they invoked the spirits of Mars. Holy crap, that's crazy. Undertaking magical workings of this sort are the spiritual equivalent of rape and should be avoided completely. Instead, a magic worker who is looking for love should focus their intention on increasing the many forms of love in their life. If they act with compassion, render service to others, and show loyalty, that is a good start to attracting more positive, loving energy around them. At its core, love concerns the exchange of energy between people, but certain planetary and angelic forces are adept at facilitating this exchange the same way a copper wire transmits electricity more efficiently than a steel wire, invoking Archangel Haniel. Ooh, right there, Archangel Haniel again. Or the various spirits of Venus already integrated into the sigil can go a long way toward attracting the right kind of love energies. All right. It's funny they just gave a disclaimer. They're already in the sigil, so already done. And that's the thing about these sigil magic cards is it's kind of like invoking spells. So if you're not down with that, then I don't know, dude. You're already on a tarot reading channel. Like you're already in shaky territory in the first place. So I'm sorry I didn't warn you beforehand, but I do use these sigil magic cards and I love them a lot. They have great, potent, powerful energy, which is why I show the card upright while I'm showing you and I'm reading it. That way, it's more of like you're kind of feeling all of the energy that that card is trying to give out. So we have this whole story being told at the top row. Page of Rubies in the reverse, Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. I need to read into those cards. When ill-dignified, the Page of Pentacles can represent laziness or inertia. It can represent a lack of motivation to do physical activity, a lack of interest in what you're studying or in your job. You may be having trouble getting your ideas developed, being delayed due to funding or other roadblocks. So you giving too much of your love away in the situation that you needed to move away from put you in a Page of Pentacles energy. Page of Pentacles in the reverse to be exact. And let's look at this Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy. Okay, so this Eight of Wands, that happens to be right above the Two of Fire and above this Knight of Water. Something about love. There's something about love with this new community, with that unity, that number 5 in the Major Arcana card, that Hierophant card. Okay, but the Eight of Wands is, there are little obstacles in your way. You're free and not limited in your direction. That's what happens when you do a fool jump. When, like, because the fool's out here, the dreamer, and that right under the Eight of Water, when you leave something that is bad for you, all energy is cleared away. So, like, it's really cool. There are little obstacles in your way. You're free and not limited not limited in your direction. Represents a moment of clear direction and having a goal and direction you want to head into. Make sure you're focused and your energy is guided and does not become scattered. That's what happens when you leave some toxic situation. When you leave a toxic situation, you are able to achieve. You are able to achieve. That's as plain as I can give it. You're able to achieve if you remove yourself from toxic situations. All right, the last one in this particular 3-card spread is Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands represents burdens and responsibilities, takes on more tasks and responsibilities than he can truly handle. The constant need to take care of everything. He cannot do what he wants, go where he wants, and just be free. There's a sense of being held down and back. He might need assistance. He may be weighed down by many responsibilities, too much time helping others. Okay, so this is either a situation, this is right on the right side of this Knight of Water. So maybe you met someone in this Two of Fire, Eight of Wands, and you rush towards them. and you're starting to understand, and this is right above the unity, the Hierophant card, and the Ace of Air. It's above truth. So maybe you're starting to understand that this new person that you've run into also has their burdens, and they need to let go of them as well, the same way that you have. That Two of Earth and that Ten of Wands cards, they're very similar. Too much going on at once. So that energy is coming back. And it does take a while. It does take a few cycles to really learn a lesson. So there's a chance that you have taken on too much burdens again with that Ten of Wands. Like, you walked away, you headed straight towards something, and you held on to burdens again, or you're still holding on to burdens from this past. So you're still letting go of stuff. It takes a while to let go of stuff. It takes a while for your body to emotionally adjust to a new healthy beginning that you're starting. So what we're going to do now is see this rest card, which very, very essential after a Ten of Wands, after trying to put down the burdens that you've been carrying, is to rest. An end to struggles, recharging your energy. All right. Another thing that came up with the situation in my mind is it's gotta suck to be left behind. So whoever you left behind with this Eight of Water and that Dreamer, whoever the fuck you left behind in this Two of Earth ass energy, whoever you left behind, you're starting to look back a little bit. You're going forward, but you've looked back a little bit, and you're carrying the burdens of it's gotta suck to be left behind. Like, it really does have to emotionally suck to be left behind. Can't relate. I move forward, but I'm the fucking bitch that leaves people behind, sadly. Obviously, with this, what this reading is saying, I leave people behind. And it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, it's gotta suck to be left behind. So you gotta let go of that burden as well. Not only did you leave people behind, but you're also like burdened by the guilt of having to leave people behind. And it's just part of the process of leaving people behind. Like, it's not just like a one and done, oh, I walked away. No, there's a whole bunch of emotion that comes with what a breakup is. And that's what walking away means. It means having a breakup. Right, what is rest going to teach us? Through the process of resting, we can reset ourselves and prepare for the more strenuous work ahead. In the case of magic workings, this would come at the transition point between working on yourself and working with divine forces and angelic beings. Just as physical bodies need rest to regain energy, practitioners of magic recognize that their spiritual and magical energies require downtime. Resting can help clear the mind and replenish one's inner resources, making spells and rituals more effective. Many magical traditions value dreams as a source of insights and guidance. Resting allows for deeper dream states, where one can receive messages, connect with spirit guides, or even work through magical intentions. The world of our dreams, which come when we have let go of reality, let go with that Ten of Wands, let go of reality, and are completely at rest. In a place where our mind is receptive to outlandish ideas and concepts which are sometimes beyond our conscious understanding, that's okay. Our subconscious mind grasps these messages even when our rational intellect is not yet ready to grapple with what the universe is trying to say. This is why rest is important. It is a time of silence during which everything unspoken and not understood may have its moment to speak to us, thereby allowing us to finally connect the dots. Ultimately, resting in the context of magic is about creating space for renewal, reflection, and deeper connection to one's practice. An end to struggles, recharging your energy. All right, we need 3 more cards on the table, and then I'm gonna read this bottom row. And then I need some rest for sure, because I'm getting very, very... Oh my god, right after right after I read rest, the Four of Swords came out. Yeah, rest is needed. Because I'm getting a bit sleepy right now. I'm gonna go back to bed. I just woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, let me just fucking do a reading. I need to clear out some energy, I guess. Judgment. Judgment Day has come. And 3 of Rubies. New partnership again. It goes with that 2 of Fire. New partnership. Okay. Let's read more on Judgment. You need to pay close attention to the issue at hand. You're pulled to do something, go somewhere, or see someone. A calling to a new job or a place to live. A personal revelation. Finally understanding why you have been making poor choices in relationships. Choices need to be made. It's time to act. You see the larger picture and your role in the situation. Feeling healed and rejuvenated as though you have received a second life. So that's Judgment. So this new path that you have set on is basically a resurrected you. You rested right after you left this relationship. Right after you left this. Oh my god, my throat. I need to drink some water. Right after you left this situation and rested from it, it has brought you a renewed sense of life, a renewed energy, and has allowed you to create new partnerships with this 2 of Fire and this 3 of Rubies. Let's see what these archangels have to say. Direct communication with the divine source. All right, let's see. Archangel Sandalphon rules over the Sephiroth of Malkuth on the Kabbalistic tree of life. Kabbalistic. Sorry. Tree of life. In Hebrew, his name means praise of God. Like Archangel Metatron, Sandalphon is believed to have a human, the prophet Elijah, who was elevated to angelic status after death as a result of his holy nature while on earth. Perhaps due to his original human form, he was given rulership over Malkuth, the most earthly Sephiroth. Although a spiritual emanation of divine power, Malkuth represents the rather mundane aspects of our physical existence. It is like a bridge between our world and the realm of the divine. I'm thinking of this too with Earth while reading that. For this reason, Archangel Sandalphon is an ideal channel to communicate with the divine source. This communication happens in a different way than traditional intercession of saints as practiced in Catholicism or other branches of Christianity. By using Kabbalistic invocation, Sandalphon serves as the frequency through which we can speak with and hear from the highest possible form of divine energy in the universe. Most Christians would balk at the concept of trying to speak with God through any kind of medium rather than direct communication. However, utilizing the power of Sandalphon to make your connection has the added benefit of translating, clarifying, and relaying divine messages in a way you can fully comprehend. How many times have you prayed and felt like it was just your imagination responding? If God talks to everyone in a clear, perfect voice, then why do so many people interpret these messages as a command to go on a kill crazy rampage? You're judging too much, whoever wrote this. Ritual invocation of an angelic spirit like Archangel Sandalphon focuses your intention toward the unknowable nature of God and the divine source of all creative energy in the universe. The Greater Key of Solomon says that Sandalphon was the gilded Sephirim positioned on the left side of the Ark of the Covenant, like an antenna facilitating the high priest's communication with God. The Sephiroth of Malkuth represents the melding of the physical and spiritual, and Sandalphon serves as a bridge between the mundane physical world you experience each day and in the incredible spiritual realm just outside of your normal perception. Okay. And it just showed the tree of life in the book. Doesn't go that far down. Oh well. You can look up the tree of life yourself. Oh my goodness. Okay. I was like a little not too trying to take in that basic resentment towards people who are scared. People are just scared, and magicians hold resentment to these scared ass people because they're constantly judging magicians, but so it's kind of a natural defense mechanism to judge back. And it all has its place. Truth has its place in the world. So if this person wants to speak truth and to clear up the air, then that's their business. I don't need to take that into my own soul. I don't need to do that. But this Four Swords is cute right next to it with the little 4 links. Four Swords. That's a nice game. If you have like several Game Boys and a GameCube, that is a very nice game to play. My goodness. Let's read Archangel Uriel now. Maybe I won't have like that hateful combating... my goodness. Combating beliefs that irk you. Yeah, with any advice from other people, you have to kind of assess that they have their own stance, their own biases, and their own emotional standing with things. So they are going to hold hatred as well, hold resentment. And it doesn't mean that you should never listen to people, because all people are going to have hate and resentment and going to have a certain bias. You just have to filter out what part of their advice is built on negativity and fear and anger and resentment, and kind of just blot that out, because that's what I felt when I was reading that. It doesn't mean that the advice they were giving was bad. It just means that some anger slipped out, and we all have a full right to express our emotions in whatever platform or formats that you're going to do it. It's just our need as readers to discern what is hate and what is actual, genuinely good advice. This Ace of Air. Always embrace truth. But Archangel Uriel has been waiting enough. Let's read her. For the record, I don't actually know what the gender of Archangel Uriel is, but I said her, so that's what I said. Genesis 3, chapter 3, verse 24. After he drove the man out, he placed on the east side of the Garden of Eden cherubim and a flaming sword. Archangel Uriel is the ruler of elemental earth, but he also provides a powerful connection with divine forces. By invoking him as part of your magical workings, you can summon a direct channel with cosmic energy, because Uriel is recognized as a master of the constellations themselves. As an angel of earth, Uriel can be invoked for all earthly material matters. He is especially good for financial issues, as well as the health of the physical body. In the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, Archangel Uriel is the Angel of the North, and as you invoke him, calling out and vibrating his name, you can visualize him standing on your left side, feeding you with cosmic power to fuel your ritual work. And although not specifically named in the Bible, Uriel is venerated by many sects of Christianity. That's cool. And has been invoked as a representative of divine power for over 1,000 years. In Hebrew, the name Uriel means God is my flame, alluding to a passage in the book of Enoch, which states that Uriel appeared to Noah like a warning beacon to tell him about the flood. The same text places Archangel Uriel as the ruler over Tartarus, the dark watery domain where the primordial gods, the Titans, have been exiled as punishment for rebelling against the younger gods. An even earlier Egyptian legend connects the Titans with the Decans, star gods, who rebelled against Ra and were sent into the night sky as shining lights, who rule for designated periods of the year. Thus, the Egyptians, Hebrews, and Christians all agree that Uriel is the chief archangel of the stars. They all agree that Uriel is the chief archangel of the stars. Really? I didn't know Archangel Uriel was that cool. Okay. Um that's basically the reading. There's no more I could say to this. I hope you guys enjoy the Sigil Magic cards and me reading them aloud, because I'm learning the deck. I like the deck and I like what it has. Let me do I want to read the little booklet? Okay, so Archangel Uriel. This card signifies material matters, such as finances and health. However, it also deals with grand cosmic energies summoned forth during magical rituals. Uriel will supercharge the significance of nearby cards, and perhaps more importantly, serve as a warning beacon for potential dangers ahead. As a ruler of the zodiac, when Archangel Uriel is found in conjunction with other astrological angels, it is an exceptionally positive sign, and it is on this parallel plane of Archangel Sandalphon. My goodness. Oh my goodness. And Archangel Sandalphon's divination means this card can mean you need to more closely examine the messages you have been receiving to ensure that they are actually serving your best interests. That's literally what I said after I read this. This does not mean divine messages, but also advice you receive from friends and family, or from you, whoever wrote that. Okay, but that's right under the Two of Earth. And when I was speaking on people I've been leaving behind, it is referring to family. Hell. Okay. Oh, God, man. Do I want to read those two? Yeah, might as well. Alright, rest. This card represents the same concepts as the Tarot's Death card. Good to know. Endings, renewal, and transitioning to a new phase of existence. At the end of a reading, the Rest card signals an end to whatever you have been struggling against. True finality found elsewhere. In a reading, it signals a period where you have the opportunity to pivot in a new direction or consider alternate strategies to move forward. Okay, and if you don't know, I read from left to right and up to down. So if this whole timeline at the start is past energy, even before the Two of Earth, because if you're reading a book, you kind of go like this. Although I go from left to right, like just separately, and from up to down separately as well. But if you're going to read it like a book, this Ten of Wands is the burden that put you in a Two of Earth that you had to walk away from. I just thought that was interesting. All right, last card. And this love card is what kind of signified that what I'm talking about is a relationship. This Two of Earth, it's not financial matters. Sometimes I like to do financial readings, but in this particular reading, it's about leaving a bad love relationship, leaving a bad relationship that wasn't serving you and going into a nice, better relationship over here, which I haven't even touched on this nice Hierophant energy that is filled with nothing but water. It's pretty awesome. And it's a spiritual organization, a Hierophant community. As dogmatic as it is, it has allowed you to enter your High Priestess mode, which is nice. All right, love. The love card is all about relationships and the connections between individuals. If you're in a relationship, this is a signal from the universe to focus some attention on your partner. If you're looking for love, it's a sign that someone out there has an energetic connection to you. Yeah, and there was a advice, I forgot where it was, but there was advice in one of the Radley Valentine cards, which is these angel tarot card decks, that told you to focus on your relationships, your positive relationships, I might add, because you're leaving behind this negative ass relationship. And it's not nice. It's not fun to go through. It's not fun to go through at all. A breakup, any breakup is horrible. But you have to do it Because why take on a demon you don't want to take on? It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Like, if you're gonna encapsulate your life with demons, bro, and demons are just like, if someone's like emotionally unwell and like they're putting all their baggage and their shit on you, this Ten of Wands, that's a demon. Like, just plainly, that is a demon. They're drawing their demons, all their baggage, all their hatred, all their negativity on you. That's a demon. And I don't fucking fuck with demons that much, bro. I said that much. That much. I'm a bit of a neutral territory type person. Type of person. I try to be open-minded, but also like I try to be aligned towards good. I like feeling free, and I like not getting into dogma too much. And I like just cutting off ties, things that are tying you down dogmatically. Which is kind of strange that I'm sort of embracing this Hierophant energy right here with the five in the major arcana. I'm trying to remember what card told you to go after what you wanted. Maybe it was the Eight of Wands, actually. Maybe it wasn't the Radley Valentine at all. Or it was the Judgment, too. There's this kind of push with the Eight of Wands, this whole middle row. There's this push to go towards a Knight of Water. There's this really huge push to, hey, this person's good. I know you experience bad shit, but this person's good. And you got your Ten of Wands that's trying to give you baggage to the point where you can't move on. And that's why this urgency is here. Like, you have this Ten of Wands. This person's good. Make sure you go towards them. So I think the overall message is make sure you put your efforts towards good people. That's the overall message. All right. Thank you for watching my reading, collective, and I hope you got anything out of it. I did, so I'm pretty happy about my results of emotional development during this reading. Make sure you put your efforts towards what is good. Specifically, people that are good. Make sure you put your efforts towards good people. All right, that's the message. Thank you, goodbye, and I love you.